6 NHL legends from the Boston Bruins Alumni were in Brockville this past Sunday for a meet-and-greet hot stove pub night hosted by the Brockville Winter Classic Weekend. NHL Hall of Famers Joe Mullen and Raymond Bourque were joined by David Shaw, Andrew Raycroft, Bob Sweeney, and Al Iafrate. They started out surprising the Brockville Braves novice rep team during their practice on Sunday afternoon at the youth arena. Iafrate and Sweeney even joined the novice reps on the ice during their practice.
How old are you guys?
8, 9.
Okay, so you're 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
All right, couple kids in the front, 8 or 9.
Then later, the 6 alumni were at the Keystone Pub in Brockville for the meet-and-greet hot stove pub night. Those in attendance had a chance to hear hockey stories from the NHL legends, emceed by John Horrigan. They also had a chance to collect autographs.
It was old school hockey too. And when Guy came back, it was probably the most exciting day in my career when we came back into Montreal. This is his first time he came back to play against Montreal. It was in warm-ups, it was buzzing. It was Guy for the warm-ups, the 6 minutes a game. It was awesome. And Marcel,
being a small kid, but as 7th round pick in the OHL, and everything just kind of fell into place. 5th round pick for the Bruins, so it wasn't like I was highly touted as a 17, 18-year-old, but everything kind of fell into place my last year.
For me, I didn't want a school that was right in the city, so Boston College was a little bit outside of the city and had a nice campus, so it was a great 4 years, as Joey Mullen was there before me, can attest, not only playing hockey, but really having friendships for life there.
Right before Christmas, the coach benched me, and I was sat out for 10 games. And, finally we had a little chat, and he told me that he thinks I was homesick. So, actually my girlfriend was coming out about the same time around Christmas. So when she got there, he put me back in the lineup and things took off.
And he's like, Albert, he called me Albert. He's like, Albert, we're putting you with my mother. That's who you're living with. So I'm like, all right. So she had this pit bull, his name was Bootsy. And she had him like on a leash tied to the back door right by the fridge. And she's like, he's gonna watch and see if you're gonna try and eat too much, that dog's right there. And I'm like, all right. So my first night there, I'm watching Hockey Night in Canada, and I'm watching the game. I'm like, this is great, OHL, watching Hockey Night in Canada. I fall asleep watching the game. I'm going back and forth, eating food. Every time I go there, Bootsy wants to rip my head off. It was good. And all of a sudden, she's poking me with this broom, and she's like, you can't sleep on the Chesterfield. And I'm looking, I'm like, what? And she's like, you can't sleep on the Chesterfield. She's hit me with this broom. I'm like, what's a Chesterfield? She's like, the sofa. I'm like, she's hit me. I'm like, what's a sofa? She's like, you're laying on it. I'm like, oh, you mean the couch?
So he tells Harry Senden that we want 3 years and an option at $100 a year, and we want $100,000 for a sign-in bonus. And if I don't get that, he's going to have somebody break his legs. So Harry says, well, we had Eddie Johnson as a goalie in Boston, and his brother's head of mafia in Montreal, and if you have something done to me, I'll have to have something done to you, and the kid won't have a contract. I can't make that up.
The event was held as a lead-up to the Brockville Winter Classic Weekend 2019, being held from Friday, February 15th to Monday, February 18th at Rotary Park in downtown Brockville, which will see the Chicago Blackhawks alumni taking part in this year's Winter Classic. For more information on the Brockville Winter Classic, please visit their website at brockvillewinterclassic.com.
And there's plenty of time for this. We make sure how much time we put in that. You put in your hockey and your studies. Video games. Stuff generation.
For Hometown TV 12 News, Dale Elliott in Brockville.
2, 3,